Hey YouTubers, something important, something goddamn important. So I am in the garage right now at my parents' house. I'm smoking a cigar right now. Look at that cigar. Look at that. Hashtag big ass cigar, as in the big ass cigar for life. Look at that big ass cigar. Anyway, the house of keeping. Smoking this Padron cigar, nice big ass cigar, as in the big ass cigar for life. This is the Padron, I believe the 2000 series, so it's one of the 1000 series Padrons, nice big ass cigars for life. Anyway, so the orb burner is just on right now. Sorry about that noise in the background, that noise in the background. So just getting on camera right now to shoot the shit right now, talk about things. So, I'm doing well right now, just relaxing, nice quiet day up here in Massachusetts. We say Massachusetts, so damn cold here, damn hot here, damn. I did get my hours for work this week, so I will be doing a job update video later, so I'll be enjoying doing the job update video later. Yeah, so things here are going well. I am going to the cigar shop on, I believe, Sunday, seeing my tobacconist, nice big-ass tobacconist, like the big-ass cigar. Yep, going to watch the cigar on Sunday. And, yeah, so I'll have a fun time there. I'll smoke a couple nice big-ass cigars in the big-ass cigar for life there. Probably enjoy my time there. And aside from that, let's see. Some interesting things are coming up. Some kind of interesting things are coming up pretty soon. So, one thing that's kind of interesting, interesting ass, like the big ass cigar, is on January 22nd, which is, I believe, this Sunday. Yeah, this Sunday is January 22nd. Yeah, this Sunday is January 22nd. Essentially, I believe it's 9.5 years since I had my surgery. So people who are wondering, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? Back in 2013, I had my surgery, which is my permanent colostomy bag. So that's my surgery I had back in 2013. And yeah, so it's been 9.5 years this Sunday since my actual surgery itself. And this summer, this July, will be, I believe, 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. Holy shit, yeah, 10 years since the actual surgery itself. So, yeah, July 22nd, 2023. Will be 10 years since the surgery itself. Because the surgery itself was done on, I believe, July 22nd, 2013. So it's been 10 years. And I really never look back at it. So I'm happy. I know a lot of people will be grossed out by the idea of, crapping in a bag, shitting in a bag, whatever. It's like, I never look back on the issue. Orb burner went off. So I'm really happy with the ostomy long term. So it's really, it's just part of my life now. Just like the gluten-free diet. So it's just part of my life now. I really do enjoy it. I mean, because, he's farted. Yeah, big ass farts for life. That is one thing you can, excuse me, wow. Whew, potent foot smoke. That is one thing you can't control about the ostomy, is you can't control when you pass gas or you fart. So when you fart, essentially you can't control it. Unlike somebody who farts through their butthole, essentially when you fart through your butthole, you can control it. You can go, you can squeeze your butt cheeks and go like this. When you have a ostomy or, ileostomy or colostomy, essentially when you fart or you poot, essentially you can't control it. You can go like this and put your hand on the thing right here and basically hold it down, and that kind of suppresses the noise or muffles the noise, but you really can't control it. So it's not like somebody who farts through their butthole, their asshole. It's like, so So that's the only thing that does kind of suck, because if you're in public, like at a restaurant, for example, people may not realize you have a colostomy or ileostomy. They may just automatically assume you're being really rude, you're being a real jerk. It's like, a real jerk, and you're farting at the table, which is obviously you can't control it, but they may just assume you're being a real jerk in general. So anyway, essentially, that's one thing that kind of does suck, is because you can't control when you fart. So another thing is, there are downsides to it, but it has been 9.5 years, and I never looked back on the issue. So I remember back in 2013 when I had the surgery, I posted a video saying I was home from the hospital, and I remember I was actually in the hospital itself, and I was on my dad's laptop back then. I mean, God, that was probably Windows 7. Holy crap. I mean, it was a long time ago. I was on my dad's old laptop, because obviously the hospital had Wi-Fi, and I was on my dad's laptop, and I remember getting a troll comment in the hospital, like, even in the hospital, the idiot trolls still find me. And the comment was, I believe it said, I talked about this in my Weird Comments video at some point. It said, "What are you having done, dude? A partial or full frontal lobotomy?" I'm like, screw you to hell. It's like, F you. It's like, F you. So a partial or full frontal lobotomy. Person thinks I'm probably like, schizo, whatever. It's like, screw you to hell. It's like, that person was a jerk in general. It's like, they were a total jerk in general. Now, to be fair, back then, my videos, I talked a lot quicker back then. I also made kind of crappier quality videos back then. But you have no right to say, "What are you having done due to partial or full frontal lobotomy?" Because you're probably crazy. You're probably cuckoo in the head. Screw you. F you. It's like, So anyway, person's a dick. It's like, So anyway. And then, that's one thing that's coming up, is my anniversary my partial anniversary of my colostomy surgery on this Sunday. The other thing that's coming up is even more important. Well, not, I don't know, maybe equally as important, is on Monday will be 6 years since I started the gluten-free diet. Yeah, holy crap. I mean, holy shit. It's like, this Monday will be 6 years since I started the gluten-free diet. That's a damn long time. 6 years. I mean, I've done a gluten-free vlog every week for 6 years. I mean, that's a damn long time. A damn long time. And I will be doing probably a special gluten-free vlog for that. Not anything like too elaborate, but I mean, 6 years. So, because I started the diet when I was still living at home with my parents before I got my apartment, in Massachusetts. So, I got my apartment back in February of 2017. And I started the diet back at the end of January of 2017. So it's been, this year has been 6 years. I mean, holy crap, it's like, holy crap. Long time, long ass time, like the big ass cigar. So, anyway, So, Monday will be 6 years since I started the diet. And I feel pretty damn good. I mean, I originally started the diet for different reasons, but I mean, I never looked back at the diet. I think the diet's been a great choice for me. And really, like I've said it repeatedly in my videos, you've seen the crap. I mean, you've seen the shit. It's like, you've seen the videos. It's like, it really will improve my overall life expectancy, because my doctor, nice big ass doctor, like the big ass cigar, he really made a point of saying, this is going to really improve your overall life expectancy. It's like, long term, you're really going to benefit from the diet. And I know people are a little bit hypocritical of doctors. Not hypocritical, but a little bit critical of doctors, and say, oh, they're just after your money. They're just after your money. They're just trying to like put you on more medication, whatever. It's like, but I mean, I really trust him because, I mean, long term, I'm really going to benefit from the diet because long term, it is the same analogy as a cigarette smoker, a alcoholic, or drug user. It's always in their best interest to stop using the product. And no, that does not mean I'm stopping the big ass cigars or the big ass pipes. That is purely an analogy. That's purely a hypothetical analogy. So don't get the impression. I know that idiot trolls think, oh, you made an analogy, and therefore, I hate when people do that. It pisses the shit out of me. It's like, yeah, it pisses me off when people think that. Because people think, oh, you're making an analogy, you're saying, oh, it's just like an alcoholic or a drug addict, like a heroin addict, or a cigarette smoker. It's in their best interest to stop using the product, and therefore that must mean you're stopping using the product. I mean, you gotta be an idiot to think that. It's like, I'm not calling anybody out or like doxing anybody, but I mean, you gotta be a total idiot. It's like, to think, I mean, just because somebody's making an analogy, therefore they're gonna do that themselves. It's like, I mean, you gotta be a total dumbass. It's like, like the big ass cigar. So I'm not calling anybody out or naming any names, but I mean, you gotta be stupid to think that. It's like, just because somebody's making a hypothetical analogy means they're gonna do that themselves. I mean, you gotta be an idiot. It's like, So, anyway, enough talking about idiots. So Monday will be 6 years on the gluten-free diet. And and I know a lot of people have talked about how while I do follow a strict gluten-free diet, I'm not really following it exactly strict. By that I mean, oh sorry, had to crack my knuckles. By that I mean, I'm still eating in a common kitchen area, meaning, I eat food at home. I eat potatoes at home or eggs at home or anything at home, but I also go out to a restaurant or a fast food joint, not a joint like this, but a fast food place or a restaurant or a buffet, and, I get things that are prepared in a common kitchen area. So there are some people who are celiac who don't do that crap. It's like, they don't do that shit. It's like, there are some people, who are celiac who will never eat at a restaurant again as long as they live. That to me is living under a rock. If you are never going to go to a restaurant again, you're never going to enjoy yourself, that is living under a goddamn rock in my mind. Because you have to be able to enjoy yourself. I mean, I'm sorry, unless you're somebody who's like anaphylactic, you're somebody who's going to like die if you eat gluten, you can't just live under a damn rock. It's like, and just be like, oh, I'm never going to go to a restaurant, I'm never going to enjoy myself, I'm never going to get an ice cream, I'm never going to, it's like, that's not living. It's like, I mean, come on. You gotta live. It's like, I'm not a doctor, and please don't sue my ass like the big ass cigar if you have a bad reaction to food. Another thing that pisses me off is when people take my advice too seriously. In addition to people thinking my analogies are literal, meaning my analogies mean literal stuff, another thing is people think, oh, you're giving professional medical advice, therefore you must be a doctor. Pisses me off. Oh, you're talking about legal stuff, therefore that must mean you're a lawyer. Pisses me off. So I'm not actually upset. I'm not actually pissed off right now, but it kind of pisses me off because it's like, I'm not a lawyer. It's like, even though, yes, I went to paralegal school many years ago, I'm not a freaking lawyer. A paralegal cannot give legal advice. It's like, so just because I'm talking about, I don't know, criminal law does not mean I'm giving you professional legal advice or this creates an attorney-client relationship. I mean, don't take that seriously. Again, you got to be an idiot to think that. It's like, So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't take what I'm saying seriously. I mean, do what your doctor is telling you. My doctor has never said to me, Evan, you are not allowed to eat in a restaurant. You're not allowed to eat at Wendy's or McDonald's. It's like, So, it's like, yeah, I mean, take things with a grain of salt. Take everything with a freaking grain of salt, because, I mean, I'm not a professional doctor. I'm not a nurse practitioner. I'm not a nurse myself, and therefore I'm not giving you advice. I mean, because there are people who are allergic or intolerant or celiac, whatever, who eat at a restaurant and then get violently ill afterwards, and then they try to, like, come after me and say, you told me everything was going to be fine. Idiots. It's like, So, yeah, I mean, don't take what I'm saying as professional advice. I mean, do what your doctor is telling you. And I would recommend, if you're going gluten-free, I would check it out with your doctor first. That would be my professional advice, would be run it by your doctor first. Tell them you're going gluten-free, you have a severe intolerance or whatever you have, and therefore I want to eat it at a restaurant, and pass it by them and see what they say. If they say it's your risk to take, then it's your freaking risk to take. Obviously, you're a little kid. My videos are not meant for you. They're not meant for 10-year-old kids. It's like, that's another thing that pisses me off when people call me a kid. I absolutely hate that when people call me a kid. That's up there in the top 5 of my least favorite comments on YouTube, is when some idiot troll says, oh, you're a kid smoking acid. You're like a 12-year-old kid, a 15-year-old kid. Oh, this kid this kid that. Pisses the crap out of me. Oh, pisses the crap out of me when people say that crap to me. People call me, I know it's obviously it's just trolling, whatever. It's dick trolling, whatever. But I mean, pisses the crap out of me when people say, oh, you're a kid. It's like, because a 31-year-old adult is a grown-ass man. A 31-year-old adult is a grown-ass man, like the big-ass cigar. So, you are not a kid at 31 years old. The only thing a 31-year-old adult couldn't do legally is run for president. It's like, you have to be 35 to run for president in the United States. But you are not a kid at 31 years old. A kid on the internet is somebody under 13. So, under COPPA, the Child Online Privacy Protection Act, a kid is somebody who's 12 years old or younger. I'm not a kid, it's like, so... It's like, so no, it pisses the crap out of me when people say, oh, this kid is whatever. It's like, yeah, I'm not a kid. I mean, last time I checked, somebody who can legally buy tobacco or alcohol, sit at a bar, and go to their country, go to war and die for their country is not a kid. It's like, and yes, I'm aware I look young for my age. I'll give you a perfect example. I mean, a couple weeks ago, I got carded for a disposable lighter and a lottery ticket at 7-Eleven. I talked about this before, how I actually got carded for a lottery ticket and a disposable lighter because the guy's being careful. It's like, because you're supposed to look at least 30, and I must have not looked 30 to him. It's like, so, but I'm not a kid. I have a valid photo ID. I'm a grown-ass man like the big-ass cigar. Yeah, it pisses the crap out of me when people think I'm a kid. It's like, So, anyway, so, yeah, I'm not a kid. So, my whole point of the gluten-free diet thing is, check it out with your doctor first. Check it out with your doctor. Your doctor says it's fine. It probably is fine. It's like, but what I'm saying is not professional advice. It's like, it's not professional medical advice. I'm not a doctor myself. I actually got a comment a long time back, like 2 years ago, saying, are you a doctor? I'm like, no, I'm not a doctor. It's like, I'm not a freaking doctor. It's like, I'm not a doctor, not a freaking doctor. It's like, I'm just purely giving you general information. And another thing that kind of pisses me off, I'm talking a lot of things that piss me off, kind of a rant here, is when people say, well, if you're not a doctor smoking SE, you're not a lawyer smoking SE, you're not a patient of X, Y, and Z yourself, it sounds like you're giving people advice on a topic you have no first-hand experience with. Not cool. And whatever. It's like, you can just choose not to watch my videos then. If that bothers you, if that honestly bothers you, that honestly bothers you, that somebody who has no first-hand experience with cancer or has no first-hand experience with this crap or this crap, is giving you no first-hand experience, honestly, just don't watch my videos then. It's like, if that actually bothers you, I get comments a lot of times on my guy talk videos, people say, well, you have no first-hand experience of dating, and therefore your videos are pointless, whatever. Or not pointless, but, your videos aren't pointless, but you have no first-hand experience, therefore you should not be giving people this advice. Honestly, my videos are entertainment. They're, for a better word, entertainment. It's like, if it bothers you, then honestly, my advice to you is don't watch. It's like, because at the end of the day, golden rule of YouTube, golden fucking rule of YouTube is YouTube is a free website. There are literally, for a better, and I'm not upset. Believe me, I'm not upset. I'm being overdramatic on purpose. I'm being purposely overdramatic on purpose. There are literally, no exaggeration, I don't know, 10 billion videos on YouTube. If it bothers you so much that somebody's giving a second-hand or third-hand experience, honestly, watch something else. Who cares? Who the hell cares? It's like, and that gets into, that also gets into, like, people who piss me off also. People who think my videos are, like, infecting YouTube. They're, like, dangerous to YouTube. They're contagious. They're going to, like, influence other YouTubers, They're going to, like, be contagious to YouTube. They're going to, like, take over YouTube or, like, make YouTube bad or something like that. Pisses the crap out of me. It's like, really pisses the crap out of me. Anyway, and speaking of crap, I actually have to go to the bathroom when I go inside, but I can wait. So that's another thing that's convenient about having the colostomy bag, is you don't have to worry about taking a dump. So you don't have to worry about taking a freaking dump. So anyway, I know people are going to say, ew, that's gross, man. Ew, that's gross, man. You took a dump in the bag. Ew, that's gross, man. That's so gross, man. Whatever. It's like, my life was hell before the colostomy, so... Anyway, actually getting a little bit of a head rush from the cigar. So, yeah, so I've done a big rant here, 22 minutes. Probably not going to make this video much longer. So, I've talked about most of what I want to talk about. Just getting on camera, say hi, just have a nice time. Big ass cigar, big ass rant, big ass ramble, big ass topics, like a big ass cigar. Anyway, yeah, not much to talk about. So yeah, Sunday will be the 9.5 year anniversary, 9.5 year anniversary of my surgery, and this Monday will be the 6 year anniversary of me starting the gluten-free diet. So yeah, I'm pretty damn happy about that. So yeah, so aside from that, I'm just enjoying a big ass cigar. Anyway, the cigar's starting to get kind of mushy. So anyway, have a nice day. Pretty damn cool. Bye-bye.